What's up, guys? This is Alex with GuitarForce.com. Today we're going to take a look at Mother Mary by UFO. This was requested and supported by John. So, John, thank you very much. I hope you like this lesson. And the tabs are going to be available at GuitarForce.com for download for a really low price. Unfortunately, I don't have the backing track for this song, so we're just going to have the guitar parts. This song is in standard tuning, and here is the picture of the preset that I was using for this lesson. And while you are checking out the picture of the preset, I'm going to play you my low E so you can tune up and play along with this lesson. Alright guys, so without further ado, let's go for the close-up and start this lesson. Alright, so the intro riff, which is also being played during the verses, goes like this. Alright, so pretty straightforward, very simple. We start off with the F power chord, go into G, sliding out, then we have F, G, B flat. And in between these sections we have the dead strings. Okay, so that's what we play during the intro. And then during the verses we play exactly the same thing, and guitar number 2 is playing some ad-lib guitar, which is just based around the G minor pentatonic. You know, things like... You know, just playing some double stops, little feels like that. So we're not going to concentrate on that. I'm just going to show you the riffs. So this is the first riff that we play during the intro and also during the verses. Then after that, the first kind of pre-chorus riff goes like this. So here we start off by playing on the A string 3rd fret 2 times. So sometimes they vary the rhythm here, sometimes playing a little bit more, you know, something like that. So 3rd fret on the A string, then we go to the low E, we play 6, then back to the A string 3rd fret, low E string 5th fret, back again to the A string 3rd fret, and the last note is going to be on the 4th fret of the low E string. So this riff we play between verse number 1 and verse number 2. After verse number 2, again we have the same thing basically during the verse number 2. Slightly changes the dead strings rhythm here. Instead of going, they play like that. So just in the beginning, and then when they start singing, basically going to verse number 2, they switch back to the previous rhythm during the dead strings, like that. Then after that we have another pre-chorus riff, which goes like this. It's going to be different than the second one that we did. It goes like this. Alright, so here we go up to the 8th position, and I'm playing it like that using my middle finger here. So this is going to be our sort of center tone, the C notes, and we play around it. So we start off by playing first on low E string 8th fret, and then the next 3 notes that we're going to be alternating with are going to be played going to be picked, double picked. So we pick the note 2 times. So we have So these three notes, we pick them 2 times, alternating with the low E string 8th fret, the C note. So we go for, on the D string, we're going to have 10th fret, back to low E, then 8th fret on the D string, back to low E again for once, then we have 7th fret on D string, and then we go, so we have again alternating the rest of the notes, but we're going to pick them once. So again we have the low E string 8th fret, then we play 6th fret on the D string, back to low E, 8, then we have on A string now 10th fret, low E again, and then we have a quick pull off here on the A string, going from 8 to 7, and we're back to the beginning of the riff. So slowly it would be like this. In the end, there is you can do a slight variation here. Instead of playing like that, you can just play the 10th fret on the A, hang on to this note for a little longer, and then just play the pull off from 8 to 7 without playing the low E string on the 8th fret in between. So the little variation that I'm talking about is going to go like this slowly. Like that. So, you know, just a slight difference here. If this one is a little bit easier to play, so, you know, you can use that as well. And then right after this riff we go to the chord, which is being played with a cleaner guitar, and it's just this chord, which is the B flat major chord. So we strum the chord and we pick kind of arpeggiate the strings a little bit here, and then back to the riff again. Like that. And we play the chord again, so we basically play 2 times. And that's the first chorus that we play. Then after that we go into the first solo, which goes like this. Alright, so now I'm going to break down the solo into phrases and licks. The first one goes like this. So it starts off on the D string going 10, 9, 10, and add some vibrato here. Then we go to G string 8, 10, bend up, bring it down, pull off to 8, and then play 10 again. And then right after the 10th fret on the G string, we go to B string, 11th fret, and we playing the 11th fret on the B string, and we pull off to 10 to 8, go into G string, 10 to 8, and give it a slight bend here on that last note on the 8th fret of the G string. So far we got this. Then we go down the scale. So we go, basically we're using the C minor pentatonic scale mixed up with some other notes as well. So we go down the scale, we play after the G string, we go to D, we play 10 to 8, then we go to the A string, we play 9, 8, 6, and then we have a quick pull off from 8 to 6, go into low E 8 frets, back to A 6th fret, and back to low E on the 8th fret, and we have a gradual bend here. So all together so far we got this slowly. Then the next part goes like this. So here we're just playing basically scale run, starting with the bend on the G string 10th fret, and then we'll go high E8, and then we'll go down the blues scale here. So B string 11 to 8, G string 11 10 8, 10 8 on D, 10 9 8 on the A string, and then 11 to 8 on the low E. So then the next part. So here we're sliding on the A string into the 10th fret. Then we go to D8, G8, back to D8. So we have this. So I'm barring with one finger here these two strings, the G and the D string. Then we have for the so it's a bend on a G string again, 10th fret, going high E8, B 11 to 8, 10 on G, 8 on B to 8 on G. Slight bend and add some vibrato. So we have this. So far we got this. And then we'll go into this last section of the solo where we have unison bends, and it goes like this. So the first part is we have two bends on B string 12th fret, and at the same time we are fretting the 9th fret of the high E string. So we do it twice, then we move the whole thing one fret up, and then we stay on these two frets and we do the same. We pick two times the unison bend and then going down one fret, so back to the initial unison bend. So far we got this. Then we have, so again we start off with the B string 12th fret bend up and 9 on high E, and then we simply shift one fret up to the 10th on high E, 13 on the B string, and then one more time we go 2 frets up now, so we go to 12 on high E and 15 on the B string, so we have this. And then we have, so it's going all the way to the 15th fret on the high E string and bending 18 on the B string, and then we go down one fret and then 2 more frets, so we have this. And then the last bend is going to be so it's 10th fret on high E, bending 13th fret. Now when we do the bends here, the rhythm guitar is playing the A chord during this part, okay? During the part where we play the bends. After that, we go back to playing the verse riff again. So nothing changes here, and the third time, actually the second time when we play the chorus, we start off with the second riff, which is So we play this first time, then we go to the chord. And then after that, we play second pre-chorus riff, which is... Okay, and then again back to the clean guitar playing the B flat major chord. And after that we go into the second solo. Alright, so the second solo goes like this. Alright, so we're going to break it up again into licks and phrases. The first one goes like this. Sorry, one more time. So this one is a little bit longer, and we start off by playing on the 10th fret on the A string, going to 10 on D. Then we have 7 to 8 on the G string. Then we have a quick hammer-on pull-off 7, 8, 7, going back to D string 10 to 8, A 10, 9, 8, 6, 8. Then we have again quick hammer-on pull-off 6, 8, 6 on the A string, 8 on low E, 6 on A, 8, slide up to 10 on A string. Then we have 7 on D, 8, hammer-on pull-off 7, 8, 7 on the same string, 10 on A, back to D string 7, A string 8 to 7, 8 on D, and then we slide up to the 10th fret. So one more time, the whole phrase slowly goes like this. Next phrase goes like this. So sliding into the 9th fret on the G string, and then going up to the 8th fret on high E, B string 11 to 8, pull off, then we have pull off on the G string 11, 10, 8, 10, 8, 10, and bend up, all on the same string. So after the pull off, like that, then we go to B string 8, high E 8, back to B 8 to 11. So then we have the next phrase going like this. Hammer-on pull-off on high E string 8, 11, 8, B string 11, high E 8, back to B string pull-off 11 to 8, one more time pull-off 11 to 8, G string 11, B 8, then we go to G string, pull off 11, 10, 8, D string 10 to 8, A string 10, 9, 8, and last note is going to be on the low E string 11th fret. So slowly it would be like this. One more time. The next phrase is also kind of long, and it's quite fast and goes like this, the first part. So we're going to stop here. So it starts off on the A string, on the high E string, 14th fret, going 14, 15, 17, back to 15, back to 14. Then we play on the B string 17, 15, 14. And then here we get into the sequence. So we start again playing 17, 15, 14 on a B string. Go into G, it's going to be 16, 14, 12. One more time. Same frets on the D string. One more time. And then on the A string we're going to have 16 to 14. So slowly it would be like this. Then we go up, which is going to be on the D string, 12, 14, 16. Then we go starting from the 14th fret, going 14, 16, 17 on D string. Go into G string, playing 14, 16 two times. Up to the B string, 14 to 15. So far we got this. Then we have hammer on, pull off, 14, 15, 14 on the B string, back to G string 16. Back again to B string 14, 15. High E 14. And we're going to finish it off on the on the B string 17th fret. Like that. So all together this long phrase slowly would be like this. Then the last phrase again is kind of long, goes like this. So it starts off with bend on the 14th fret on the high E string. So bend it up, bring it down, pull off. Then hammer on to 14, back to 12. Then we do kind of the same thing, but on the B string now, starting on the 12th fret. So bend up, bring it down, pull off to 10, then play 12 to 10 again. Then we go to G string, 12, 11, 9. D string, we have 12, 10, 11, 12. Like that. And then we have 9 to 11 on the D string, 9 on G. And then we slide into, so we have kind of double stop or 3 strings playing here. So sliding into the 14th fret on the D and the G strings, and if you get the B string, it's okay. Like that. So the last phrase. And then after that we go into unison bends again. This time there are 2 guitars playing unison bends. So the first one is playing so that's the first part. We have 14 on B and bending G string on the 16th fret 2 times. Then we move the whole thing 1 fret up and we play another bend. And then again 2 bends here, and then back again down 1 fret, 1 bend here. So we have this. Now the second guitar is playing bends right here on the high E string 12th fret and bending 15 on the B. Rhythmically it's exactly the same thing, so 2 bends here, then we move the whole thing 2 frets up, so now on the high E is going to be 14 and bending 17th fret on the B string. So we have, and we basically play these bends up until the end of the song, which we finish off on the D chord. And that's how we finish the song. Alright guys, so that was it for this lesson. Hope you liked it. If you did like it, please hit the thumbs up button. Also comment, share, subscribe if you're new to my channel. Don't forget to visit GuitarForce.com for more guitar related stuff. In the meantime, I'll see you again. Take it easy, and as always, let the force be with you.